micromanaging those Dragoons to kind of minimize the damage. He loses one Dragoon, but only one Dragoon, where he could have lost several more had he not micromanaged them in that way. Flash an extreme advantage. He's going to start hunting for that proxy. I think he knows that exists now. He's going to start looking for yeah, he's starting to comset, trying to figure out where it's at. I don't know that he realizes it's right next to his base. He's getting that second factory up. Rock's still behind. He needs to get some sort of expansion up or something to kind of deal with the res disadvantage he's at this point. Looks like, yeah, Flash taking this opportunity to kind of go for that protected 12 o'clock expansion. He's going to take those minerals off that line, and then once he does that, basically, yeah, he can drop a Nexus right there. That's a protected spot, and there's also another one at the 12 o'clock position. That's an interesting maneuver on his part. He's definitely going to be able to hold that a lot easier, basically, until Rock gets a drop tech. Rock, in the meantime, looks like he's kind of sealing up his front. He was expecting Dark Templar. Now that they're not there, I don't know that he was expecting... it looks like he's not expecting drop. Reaver in the dropship now, and really, even though that he has those two tanks and that turret factory, I don't think that's enough to protect against this drop. Really good if he has any degree of kind of Reaver manipulation. There we go. Look at that. Scarab takes down so much right there. That was unbelievable. Took out 6 SCVs and a tank. That was, oh man, and brilliant micro by the Rock, dropping the Zealot first to take all the hits, and then releasing the Reaver. That was the best possible Scarab ever. That was extremely lucky for Rock, or if that was planned, that was genius. He took out so many SCVs, did so much damage with just that single Scarab. Looks like he's starting to upgrade now. Another Reaver, so now he has 2 Reavers in that dropship, and now starting to pick away at Flash. Flash, I think, realizes that proxy's there, so, you know, because he knows that tech wasn't in his main base, and now it's interesting because he's trying to keep those tanks beneath that dropship to make sure that they don't go for the main resources. That was actually a good maneuver on Rock. He basically is guiding those tanks back. I don't know if Flash did realize they were up there. I think he realized that dropship was there, and Rock very intelligently kind of guided him away from that position so he wouldn't be able to see what was in that ship. So I think what's happening right now is Flash only thinks a single Reaver's in there, and that Rock is trying to push something. But yeah, it looks like a Zealot out there, and very cleverly bringing it across the top. But now Flash is going up to that position. Wow, he still doesn't see it actually. That secondary going up for the Rock. So Rock doing a good job of recovery here, keeping Flash on the defensive. But Flash is producing out of, I would say, probably 3 factories. I would expect him to have 3 factories at this point. I think Flash now realizes, yeah, that things are coming a little too fast. He's not falling for it, so he's going to see this proxy, and that proxy is going to go down fairly quickly, which is a big hit to Rock. Rock really needed to defend that better. If that was going to be more successful. He managed to take down a tank, but I really feel like Flash at this point can go after that when he feels like it, and that's going to be extremely costly to Rock, because that's a lot of his tech. And yeah, Flash now taking the opportunity to go up with all his tanks. Really, he's just been pumping tanks like mad. So my guess is that Flash fairly quickly here is going to take this heavy metal and start pushing in on Rock's base. I think Rock realizes that way. That's why he's getting that Stargate up. He's going to try to get some, I don't know, scouts, maybe go big air here, but I don't really feel like he has the resources yet to go big air. I don't know if he has the gas stored up to go big air. But he has to do something here, losing that tech, which is, again, a huge hit to basically his stance here. I wish we could get a look at how many factories are being produced there. In the meantime, he's micromanaging those units out. SCV's running up to try to take the hits, and they're going to be able to kill that Reaver. Yeah, 4 factories up for Flash. Flash, in the meantime, doesn't really need to expand. He can kind of go with the forces he has. 2 hits off on those scouts. Those scouts, in the meantime, just kind of picking away at that Reaver. That Reaver's now down. So Rock is entirely out of Reavers. He has a dropship, which at this point I would just take back to his base, try to get that 12 o'clock expansion, which looks like he might have done. I can't see that. In the meantime, he's putting all that tech there, kind of that hidden tech. That's an extremely interesting way to do hidden tech. I like that maneuver on his part. That's very creative. He's getting starports out right now. It looks like he does have 1 Reaver left. I take that back. I thought he had lost that earlier in that last drop, and really he's keeping Flash very well occupied. But again, Flash is just producing out of 4 factories. As soon as he decides to attack Flash's base, I don't know that Flash has anything to stop this attack. Even if he does produce out of these starports, it's going to be a while before he gets anything really to kind of fend off the massive amount of mechanized forces that Flash has. And it looks like, yeah, as soon as he clears that out, he's going to start pushing up. And these 7 Dragoons and those 4 Zealots and whatever he can produce in between, I don't think are going to be effective in stopping this massive push of Flashes. So really the question is does Rock manage to get, can he hold this off and get those carriers out in time? And if he does, will they be able to inflict enough damage? Will he fool Flash long enough to not get Goliath that he can just go in and just kind of smash Flash's forces? And really, it's going to be hard, very hard on Rock to look at all those tanks, look at all those vultures. So he's got to be very careful about how he micromanages this. I'm surprised he doesn't have a Dragoon on that ridge. He's using that dropship to spot. He managed to get that Reaver down, which did a decent amount of damage to those tanks. I forgot the Reaver's kind of the wild card in this, but as you see, not a lot of Dragoons left, a lot of tanks in that siege position. He can kind of leisurely push up, and really, Rock cannot afford to lose that gas. He cannot afford to lose that res, because if he does, he's not going to be able to kind of commit to these carriers. He only has his main now and that expansion, and turrets going down, just a standard mechanized push with turrets along the way going into Rock's base. And I don't see him fighting this off in time. Yeah, those mines just killing everything that's coming out of these gateways. Even if he does get these carriers off, I don't see them coming out in time. And looks like an armory up as well as Goliath being so easily. Flash can kind of switch to Goliath, produce 4 Goliaths on the spot. I don't know if he comsatted that, knew that was coming or what, but Rock, you need to go now. You need to attack now and distract Flash just long enough to stay alive. And even if he does, looks like he is going up with that attack. He got caught with those turrets out of position. Looks like Flash had smelled that out, had spotted that out, and those Goliaths, yeah, easily able to take care of one of those carriers before he even produced any interceptors. It's now down to about 10 health, which is really a miscue on Rock's part. Rock really has the game out of his hands at this point. Just huge mechanized force going in at his base. He only has that 6 o'clock expansion really producing for him. In the meantime, his main's almost entirely out of minerals, and he can't produce enough, basically anything, to stop this attack going into his base. That's GG. Wow, Rock just looks crushed there. Poor Rock. I know he's a crowd favorite, but yeah, and he put up a good fight, and I do hope he beats Flash in the long run, but the victory is Flash's for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this match. This was another audio commentary by Diggity. Also check out Moletrap, also check out Claz, because I love the guy, and teamliquid.net, great website. See you guys later.